What's up and welcome to the BlitzPools Fanzone. We are talking about the World Test Championship, which is happening on the 18th, from the 18th of June at the AGS Bowl in Southampton. I'm Rohan Manglani. With me is Rohan Kulkarni, Mananjay, Mehta, and Karan. Chugh. What's up, boys? How's it going?
What's up? What's up, guys? What's up? Good to have you guys.
Long time, boys.
It's been a while.
It's been way too long.
Okay, so how excited, firstly, how excited are you all for this World Test Championship? We've not had too much cricket also in the last couple of months because of various reasons, but give me a quick word on how excited you guys are.
Frankly, like India's back. We've seen the videos and everything. India's back. And especially with the entire squad for the first time for I don't know how long. Like the entire squad is there and the first team squad, everyone's fit. So headache for Virat and Co to choose the team.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Manan, what do you think, man? How excited are you for this? And India's been playing. They've already reached England. They've been playing over there. Tell us a bit on that.
Super excited, man. I think first and foremost to have a Test cricket World Chess final World Championship itself is a very exciting model of the game, and I think for India and New Zealand too, diverse teams, and especially I would think New Zealand. New Zealand is such a small nation, but they're producing great cricket, and they fully deserve to be there. So India's ready. I mean, our squad, as he rightly said, is full strength. So looking forward to this. It's going to be really good. And I just hope that the bowlers are continue to do what they're doing, because they will, at the end of the day, win us games. Bowlers win games first. So I hope for the best.
Absolutely, man. Karan, India's playing these intra-squad simulation matches, and also New Zealand. New Zealand have just beaten England. What's your take on from the New Zealand perspective and on these games which are happening at the moment?
Yeah, they are the dark horses over here. But then not to call them out. They are big. They play big in semi-finals and finals, as we've always seen in the last 5-6 years. You can't take this New Zealand team lightly. They're number one for a reason right now, and they've got a lot of. They've got great bowling out here. Again, like Manan said, the bowling is going to make you win the game. They got a very good lineup here, and again, they got your anchor is Kane Williamson, who always performs in big matches. So yeah, this is going to be a very interesting. This is going to be a very interesting passage of play. But the only thing I didn't like in this series is that it was it's a 1-game series. You got to have a 3-game.
It is a final.
Yeah.
But so it's very interesting. You said that New Zealand are the dark horses. I actually feel that with in the current form, India actually are the underdogs in this final.
If you were a gambling man, you would say that, but I think India, being India, bro, are the favorites going in. Sure, but one advantage New Zealand has is that they've been there, played competitive Test cricket against the host nation and beaten them. So they have that, added fuel going forward.
But again, they've not beaten 100% England team. You know what I mean? The best level.
Yeah.
They haven't played their best out there.
Yeah, but I think most of it is I think England's fault, because England have been switching around their team so much. Like I think many players say, like you having Stokes, you don't have Stokes for a game. He's your best player.
Yeah.
Forget the format. He's your best player. You can't keep him in and out of the team. They have to build a team over him. There's a reason why Indian teams were successful in the past. The Australian teams were successful in the past, because they built their team around that center player who can do the both things. He can bat, he can bowl, and he's a tremendous fielder. What else do you need?
But bro, you make a very good point. But I saw this in India also. Jimmy Anderson, if you remember, got a fifer. He destroyed. We got like 36 all, and they dropped him for the next test because they clearly have this policy of rotation. And if you see New Zealand also, New Zealand itself, they kind of have a very similar structure. Like they rested a lot of players. If you see in the second test, Kane was injured with his elbow. But apart from that,
Kane was injured. Yeah,
but
I think they rested Saudi too.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. I mean, it's so tough. I don't know how these guys, do this thing instead of building a team around the strength of your top players. It's a weird. But I mean, I guess they know what they're doing. They're winning games, right? So it's
Yeah,
strange. Yeah,
let's see. Let's see. But
All
I think
right.
Bolt is back and Saudi is back, so
We have
it
Bolt,
doesn't
and
matter.
let's
So
not forget
I'm a big.
Wagner there. Let's not forget Wagner, the bowler out there. He's going to be a very
Yeah.
interesting bowler. And the left arm again to a Kohli. It's going to be difficult. The ball swinging. You got
So guys,
speed.
there's a quick question. Sorry, Mangla, I just want to post a quick question to these guys. What do you guys think, man? Like, Kohli not getting 100 in the last year, people are making a big deal about it. Do you think that's at the back of his mind and he's going to like really prove a point as a batsman in this series?
I think he needs to prove a point as a captain. He doesn't have an ICC trophy on his name. More of all,
Okay.
it's okay if he doesn't perform as a batsman. He has Rohit Sharma around him. Rohit Sharma can pull off runs. Dhan is pulling off runs.
But again,
Yeah.
there's a
No,
Kohli.
I'm asking personally. You think Virat needs to get? So Chugh, what about you, bro? You think like Kohli needs to big runs?
Why are we looking at the hundreds? You see his last 5 innings.
I
He's giving
absolutely
it
agree. I'm asking just personally from Kohli's perspective. You think like in his mind he wants to prove a point, or he's just going to go about business as usual?
He's just going to go play the ball in merit, and that's about it. He's getting you 50s, 70s, not being in form. You are saying Kohli not being in form, getting you a 50 and 70. We only
Absolutely.
know
I would
doubt
like
about
to answer your question also, Manan, if that's okay. The thing is that now I actually agree with Rohan what he's saying, because I don't, and Karan to an extent, because I think what everybody's saying is that the runs are not important for Kohli. We know how good a batsman already he is, right? But there is something which is more important than just the runs. I mean, it is the ICC trophies now. He's not won an ICC trophy since the last 8 years. The last time we were in England, we were playing the semi-final against New Zealand, and that was shambolic that we couldn't chase to 220 odd, in a World Cup semi-final when India were tipped to be favorites in that World Cup. So I think the questions are more about now the leader than the player at this point of time. And a lot of people still will not. I mean, I know a lot of people still will never agree with the fact that now questions need to be asked. But come on, you are the Indian national team. You've been given everything possible to play the best, cricket. The entire focus is cricket, at least in our nation. And amongst 9 or 10 teams, if you've not won an ICC trophy in the last 8 years, then I mean, what's the whole hoo-ha about Kohli? I mean, obviously he's a great batsman.
Exactly.
He's a great batsman. There's no doubt. There's not even 1% I take away from him as a batsman. But I do question his leadership, because every time I think about leadership, the one thing keeps coming in my mind is when Steve Waugh gave the captaincy to Ricky Ponting. Steve Waugh gave the captaincy to Ricky Ponting. So Ricky Ponting went on and won 2 World Cups after that. And this Indian team has probably been our best team in the last 8 to 10 years. Sorry, go ahead, Karan.
Yeah, then to Clark, Ponting to Clark was also a good switch.
Yeah.
So I think it's about time. See, we have great players, no doubt. We have great leaders, proven leaders. Rohit has proven himself. Ajinkya proved himself in the last series. So if this is not the final chance for Kohli to prove himself, then maybe the next World Cup. And if that doesn't happen, then I think as great as a batsman he is, as great as a leader on field he is with the energy he shows, I think it's about time he steps down and gives it to Rohit or Ajinkya and whoever's in charge. And like we take a step ahead and
it's too late
try
to
to make a different
Rohit,
team out of
I
it.
feel. It's too late.
I'm just saying.
I think you guys make good points about it, but it's just get one thing very clear. The Indian cricket team from decades, bro, works on a very power structure. How much ever you'd like to run away from the fact, the power structure is what runs the team from the time of Kapil Dev to Azhar to Ganguly to. I mean, it's all about how much ever the team is gelling. So Kohli and Shastri, I feel have this synergy, and it's really so. If you remember back in the day, Anil Kumble had given his papers to be, and he came with all his spreadsheets and very South Indian,
Yeah.
Very technical way he gave. But Kohli just rubbish. Like out. I mean, you may be a legend and all, whatever, but it's not going to work for my team. I have a certain understanding. So Kohli's questions about winning an ICC tournament is absolutely valid. He needs with everything at his disposal if he doesn't win. But surprisingly with me, I always like to, why I'm asking as a batsman, bro, this is an important thing. It will transition to his mind as a captain as well. He needs to make 100, a couple of hundreds, and be the main man again. Right now, what's happening? Rohan is there, Rohit is there. People are making this, Kohli's making 60, 70s, but he's Virat Kohli. It's like when Sachin Tendulkar made 70 in England and Ganguly and Dravid got 70, 80 odds. Tendulkar would, we have to build it, as we rightly started off, we have to build this team around Virat. So if Virat's going to make runs, then bro, it will transcend, I feel, into that captaincy where that switch needs to come on, because I think he's really improved as a captain, but Rohit's a far more tactically sound captain. Virat is more very intuitive, where he feels that mere ko ye karne ka hai, so I'm going to make this change. But it'd be unfair to remove him from captaincy simply based on what he's bringing to the table as a leader in the dressing room. And bro, one more thing: if you remove him, then we have to look at it what he'll bring to the dressing room when he's removed. That's the negative side of it.
I don't think
right.
this is,
Those are things to think
he's professional enough. I think he's professional enough in that respect. Yeah, I think. But I think Rohit is also very good with the coaches and with the staff, with the young players around him, with Rishabh Pant getting in.
But he's not a proven test cricketer. He's a great one day.
I'm not saying about the test. I'm just saying in general, if we look forward, if not the next if not the next World Cup, then what next? You don't have anyone else back in the line.
In fact, I think Rohit is senior than Virat, if I'm not mistaken.
Rohit made his debut in 2007.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, for the World Test Championship, Virat is captain, whether you like it or not. So anyway, moving on. Karan, what's your team, man? What's your Indian team for this championship, for the final?
You have a Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma. You have Ajinkya Rahane, the Pujaras and the Kohlis coming in the middle. There's Pant, there's Jadeja, Ashwin, there's Bumrah. I would take in Shami, of course. And I would try to fit in a wicket taker out there. Again, yes, we've got the likes of Bumrah, but again, for like a Siraj, I might throw in a Siraj out there.
Yeah, the other fact about the Aegis Bowl is that it is a turning wicket. Even though it does suit fast bowlers, it is a wicket which the spinners also do get much joy. So I think Jadeja will be key.
But we're already having two spinners, with the Jadeja and Ashwin. You need the three seamers. When you cannot go in with three spinners and two seamers. It's not possible. Because there is going to be a lot of swing around over there.
I'm surprised you've not chosen Ishant Sharma in your 11, bro. Ishant Sharma is the kingpin of this attack.
Again, a wicket taker except Bumrah would be my Siraj go-to bowler, because again, that's a one-down bowler. Again, you've got a Jadeja and an Ashwin who are going to bowl the majority of the innings.
And both of them can bat very well.
But I mean, my five bowlers are Ishant, Siraj, Bumrah, Ashwin, and Jadeja.
I would not throw in a second. You need with records, Shami is the best second inning bowler for us.
Either Siraj or Shami, but I'm choosing Siraj simply because of the way Siraj is bowling.
Yeah, he's
bowling. I'm pretty sure Kohli is going to go with both the spinners. Both the spinners are there. Doesn't matter if you're playing in England. You stick to your basics and what you are good at. India's good at spin. Stick to your basics. Get Jadeja and Ashwin in. I think what Indians are going to do is Bumrah, Ishant, and Shami. I think that's the lineup they're going to go with. That I'm pretty sure. And I think I said.
Yeah, but that's the most probable thing. Shami will go because of experience.
Exactly.
I'll play Siraj because he's got that zip, bro. On this.
That's true.
Bowler, we need a second Bumrah somewhere. Fast, quick 4 over 5 over spell. Come in and maybe
that's gonna be difficult.
And he's proven it on a good batting wicket in Australia also, making on his debut. So yeah, I would fit the Siraj.
But I would actually disagree with Karan on the opening batsman point. I would not take Shubman. I'll take Mayank Agarwal. You know why? I'll tell you why. I'll just give you my explanation.
Sure.
So what happened is, in the test series which Shubman performed alongside Rohit, he was playing outside the body. There were a lot of things he's playing outside the body. To make that correction, In the IPL, he turned inside. He made his adjustment, started playing inside, got stuck on the pads. So he's in between with the ball swinging around a lot. He's gonna be stuck in the middle. I know he's had a great season, but I think I would go with Mayank Agarwal simply because more experience and he's more technically sound than Shubman at this moment
Let me
to play
remind
that
you,
swing ball.
Mayank Agarwal has had one good innings in the last 1.5 years. That too, which came in the IPL. He scored a 70 odd. He's not
No, no,
batted for that matter in
19
the
years
last 1.5 years.
For
and
me, at
99
least,
years old.
there's no way Mayank Agarwal starts, bro. I'm very clear with my level. It's
yeah,
For me, it's Rohit, Rahul, Pujara, Kohli, Ajinkya Rahane, then Ravindra Jadeja, Ravichandran Ashwin,
Your
and
wicket
of
keeper
course,
is Rishabh Pant.
it's Rishabh Pant. Sorry,
Yeah.
That's
Pant
no
before
doubts, no
Ashwin,
doubts.
before Ashwin and
Yeah, yeah.
Jadeja. Pant,
Yeah.
Ashwin, Jadeja, and then you have Bumrah, Siraj, and Ishan. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
I think we all
think-
agree on the lineups. Now there's a little bit I'm going to tell you with what's happening and what people are saying outside. Karan, I know you love this, but Michael Vaughan says that there's no chance India can win, and Scott Styris says New Zealand will win the match by 6 wickets. What do you think?
No. I don't think. No, I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be India this time. We are a very confident team. Let's not forget that we're playing. We are playing with a lot of confidence, and we've got the best 11 coming back from beating Australia in Australia with 8 players injured. Big thing. So you have the Kohli, you have everyone back, and they're doing well. I think. How do they perform in these last 2 games they played? They played a match versus each other also.
That they are
They're
playing with
Yeah.
each other only.
Right now.
See again,
So
Punch scored 100 out of
let me tell
90
you,
balls.
very confident Indian team.
Mhm.
It's a very
And
confident Indian team.
Ishan was top scorer, top wicket taker with 3 for 26, 3 for 36.
Three
In
for
the
36,
interest.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So just go one by one now. Karan, what would you do if you win the toss?
If I would win the toss, I would bat first.
And why?
I would bat first. The pressure would be off. See again here, the bowling is going to make you win the game. Yes, you give it the first 2 hours to the bowlers, but if New Zealand don't come and pick up more than 2 wickets, we are in the game. I think 300 is a good score. Is a very good score. First innings score of 300 is a very good score. With so much pressure coming back with the Indian bowling lineup, 300 is a very good score. I think the only one. Yes, they have Conway in real good form. Kane Williamson, obviously, he's always in touch. But again, your Taylors and all are not reliable to get you that. Again, yes, last Test match he scored an 80, no doubt about it. Nothing to take that away from him. But 2 big wickets, and then I think it's half battle won.
All right, fair enough. Manan, what would you do? Would you bat or bowl first?
Well, it's tough to answer this question today. I need to know the conditions. England's a funny place to play
So,
cricket.
it's looking like it's about 20 degrees and upwards and sunny. The forecast is sunny.
Yeah. So if it's a perfect English day, I would bat first.
You'd bat
I would
first.
bat first. I'd bat first, yeah.
Again, for the
Yeah, and
same
also-
reason, I'm assuming just so that the pressure is off India, because many times I've also actually noticed this, is that whenever we try to bowl first, we get stuck in our own mess.
I'll tell you. I have a very it's a very weird reason why I want India to bat first. I truly think if Rohit Sharma bats first on the first day of a Test match,
Hmm.
and he comes and faces new balls and plays the first 35 balls out, and he's there,
Hmm.
he'll get 100, bro. And if Rohit gets 100, India will finish at 250, between 250 and 300 in the first day. So I'm looking at it, I'm breaking it down. So for me, I would be happy to see India bat simply because I think Rohit, on a first day, on a prime English wicket, is the man to score 100. And then, he puts off the pressure for the rest of the. If the openers make runs, it's everything, right?
Can't agree more. Can't agree more. Great point. Rohan, what would you do? Would you also go
Exactly with Karan and Mananjay, both the points covered. Like I was like, big match, final. Why do you want to take a risk? Just go out there, express yourself. Let Rohit do the talking. He's been in great form. Let's just see. And I'm just expecting it's a final, so New Zealand's gonna fumble again and bottle it up. So let's see.
All right. Again, now Manan, you tell me your 5 key Indian players. Who would you, if you had to choose the Indian players for the pools, if you're playing the fantasy, which are the 5 people you would absolutely go with?
Yeah, I love how people pose this question. Give me 5 people. What is this? Kaun banega crorepati, bro? I mean, I don't.
This
Yeah,
is कौन
you only
बनेगा
take,
points pati.
so five people from both combined, like combined 5 people,
No, just
right?
5 Indian players.
5 Indian players.
Yeah.
Uh, Virat Kohli, Jasprit Bumrah, Rohit Sharma, Ravindra Jadeja, and Rishabh Pant.
Do you guys agree, Rohan and Karan?
I would
I
go in
agree,
for
man.
I would go in for a Jadeja, a Pujara, a Kohli, a Bumrah, and I would take a punt in.
So you've only.
I'll
So
take
he said Rohit Sharma. You're going in for Pujara instead of Rohit Sharma. Fair enough.
Rohit.
Rohan.
I'll take both my spinners. I'll take Bumrah. I'll take Pant and Rohit. I don't bank on Kohli in big games.
So you're not going with the captain. All right, you tell
I
me.
won't bank on him for the big games.
Well,
Rohan has
must
stuck
bank
his
on it. He has 120 million Instagram followers. Anyway, but moving on, you tell me what's your 5 favorite. I mean, not favorite, but your 5 most important New Zealand players who you would take.
Are you asking me? Or you?
Rohan.
Who did you ask? Well, Williamson, bold Saudi because I think Indian pacers. So Williamson, bold Saudi. Convoy has been in great form. So Convoy, and I've been a huge fan since years of Ross Taylor.
Yeah, Ross Taylor.
Just for the
Yeah.
just for being a fanboy, nothing else.
All right. Do you guys agree with his team? Like 5 key New Zealand players?
I
Not
would
into-
go in. I would go in for Saudi, Bolt, of course, Convoy, Williamson, and a Wagner.
And Wagner.
Okay.
Hmm.
And a Wagner.
And
I would choose
and
the New Zealand bowler because the only way New Zealand I feel is going to win the game is by taking 20 wickets. And if they take 20 wickets, we are in trouble because I think they'll get us cheaply if they ever do. If the conditions suit them, we know what New Zealand's capable of.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Manan, what about you? Would you is this seems right to you? The 5 most important New Zealand players?
Already sure, but I would go with Kane Williamson, number 1. He's one of my most favorite players in the world in Test cricket. I think he's a great player. Kane Williamson, Trent Bolt. But I'm going to go with one Ajaz Patel, bro, because New Zealand spinners are not really. These guys know somehow Indians always falter with spin bowling abroad. Funny thing. I don't know how it happens.
You're right.
So
I
when
mean, that's a good differential actually.
Yeah, so I would think, Ajaz, that guy's a very underrated bowler. These New Zealand bowlers, Jiten Patel, if you've seen to the past, Deepak Chopra, all these guys, Indian dudes out there, they really turn the ball, So I don't know, I'm going to go with him and I'm going to go with Wagner, bro. Wagner has that, he bowls that spell where he can just bounce you out for like 10 overs, keep on bowling a bouncer.
Yeah.
And
We've seen what he's done to the Aussies.
yeah,
True.
right.
So I
Like
think
and he's a left arm, bro. The left armers,
Exactly.
left armers. Left-handed or left armers are known to be the
He knows how to hit the box also. He knows how to hit that box. He aims for that box and always gets it. He's troubled Wade a lot. He's troubled the righty Smith.
Wagner has that weird pace, okay? So he doesn't bowl express, but he bowls a little faster than medium pace. So he's very, very tough to pick as a batsman. You don't know where he's always aiming between your neck and your shoulder and your ribs. He's not trying to hit your head.
So I think
here.
Rohit versus Wagner is the key competition with Wagner bouncing Rohit up, Rohit trying to pull it, or Wagner bowling inside and aiming on Rohit's bats. That's only two things gonna happen.
Very true. Rohit Sharma is the key.
Fair enough, guys. Fair enough. Now, it is a big match. It's a match which will carry a lot of sentiment, and I think that if we win, the nation is going to be happy with whatever's going on and what we've gone through. So finally, now coming down to your predictions. Chugh, you go first.
I want to
I'm
say
looking at
something.
Yeah.
I want to say something before Karan says anything. If anyone says New Zealand here now, I disown you. Carry on.
Okay, Karan.
I'm looking at India in 4 days.
Whoa, that's a big call, but that's a good call. Well, fair enough. Manan?
India in 4 days. Yeah. India in 4 days. I would think that genuinely.
India in 3 days, just to be
Oh,
smart. Yeah.
That's too much. That's
he's
too
ultra.
much.
You know, he's
No,
like
no,
the.
no,
I
I'll
think
be honest. I think
that's
it's
very
no. I
optimistic
think it's
for
You know,
India.
no. I'm
he's
just kidding. I
India
think
in 4 days is still
I think you're a
possible.
patriot. Is
no,
what
no,
I
I'm
think
kidding.
is
I'm
that
kidding.
you're a patriot.
I
Sorry,
was
sorry.
kidding. I was. We couldn't
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
you, Karan.
yeah, yeah. Well, okay.
you know,
Rohan, what do
Fair
you?
enough.
but we've
Fingers.
said India in 4 days. We've said India in 4 days. We're all fans. We genuinely believe it. But New Zealand is hungry. They've lost a
Yeah.
World Cup 2019 final. Watch out for them. You know,
Hence,
we got to be.
I've reserved my opinion because I don't want to get disowned by Rohan, but I genuinely do feel that it's going to be New Zealand. I hope not. I hope not.
Yeah.
I just feel that they are more accustomed at the moment, and they have a very, very good bowling lineup. Which I feel will be a problem for India. But anyway, let's hope it's a turning track. Let's hope that Ashwin and Jadeja can spin them through. But thanks, guys, and see you all soon. We'll keep talking while the matches are going on also. And thank you to everybody who's watching. Make your teams. Be responsible while making your teams, and it's completely at your own risk. So enjoy. Take care. Thank you.